How you doing? 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 This is Worldwide Prime. Sorry about the darkness a little bit, but hell, it's dark. Okay, check it out, man. It's simple. Black women and their hatred for black men. Now, this can stem from many areas, from I don't know, slavery, abandonment, uh, many areas. Now, I'm not talking about why black women hate black men for some damn reason, but I'm going to talk about what black man is not doing. The black man is not taking the necessary steps to actually make this woman happy. It is not you dining or wine at a diner. It is not you having money out of the zoo or you driving a fancy car. It's not none of these things. Nature is a strange entity. Nature is a product and is also a product of our subconscious. A lot of people don't understand something. Black men are not doing necessary things they need to do to make that woman happy. It's not material. It's not financial. It's not romance. It's none of these things. After being, and I said this many times in my lifetime, after being enslaved in a country that been tearing itself apart since slavery, black men are avoiding one answer and one answer only to obtain freedom for their race. Okay? And that freedom cannot be within the nation they was enslaved in. That happiness cannot be obtained in the country they was enslaved in. Every time something goes on and something goes wrong in this race, whether black men know it or not, subconsciously, mentally, or not, the black woman is blaming us for not solving this solution because nature dictates the man should solve the solution, and it hasn't happened. There's many reasons why women go to church. They go to church more than men do, and black men do, and when they seeking answers through the preacher. But the only real answer to make this world and this nation a better place for the black family is to obtain our own land. Now, our own land, dirt, hills, trees, our own land with our own flag. You have the Nation of Islam, who is talking about freedom in America. Same thing the Christians are doing. Same thing the Muslims are doing. Same thing as 5%ers are doing. Same thing. Everything, and even African back to Africa organizations, because personally I really don't think they are really serious about what they're talking about. If you go back to Africa, which is not your indigenous land, you will meet with more strife, more problems. Your historical land is Jerusalem, right? And the Africans are the indigenous people of Africa. Now, if you go to Africa, they're going first thing they're going to tell you that the Africans are going to tell you that you're not African. Okay, all right. The only reason that we was in Africa is because during 70 A.D. we fled into Africa over the Aegean Sea to go to Africa, and we've been there ever since. We think it's our indigenous land because this government keep telling us it's our indigenous land, and it's not. They want you to think that you're from Africa. They want you to think you're from South Africa. They want you to think all these things. And you got some organizations out there talking about, hey, we're from America. This is our land. The problem with that is trying to take over this land that is basically impossible. Another problem with this mindset is that America, according to the scriptures, is going to be set ablaze. Okay? So you have to go to a land that will make that woman happy. You have to set your own government. You have to have your own God. You have to have your own everything to keep that woman happy. And I'm not talking about one woman or two women or three women. I'm talking about a whole nation of women. Okay? That is real. That is real. Okay? That is real progress. That is real everything. Now, whether you know it or not, I don't believe Jerusalem, even though they accepted the African Hebrews, and they accepted other Hebrew organizations, which we are Hebrew. What was that called? It's on the top of my lip. I just don't remember. These organizations obtained to get in Jerusalem. These people look just like us. Okay? And as simple as that. And they all rushing to Jerusalem. They ain't rushing to Africa. They're rushing to Jerusalem. Because we didn't come from Africa. We came from Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is an indigenous homeland. The only way you can stay on the land is that you go back to the indigenous homeland that you came from. Okay, and that's Jerusalem. Now, how you get Jerusalem? You can't fit. The only way to obtain Jerusalem, whether you like it or not, and I'm telling you like this, and I'm telling you biblical, it's not my personal feelings or aggression, is to invade Jerusalem to take it back. You got somebody else in your homeland. You got somebody else in your homeland, occupying your homeland. And this is in the Bible. Okay? And once you do that, your woman will be happy. Your woman, and once you obtain your religion, your belief system, your government, and so forth and so on, everything in history, your woman will turn back to what she was. A loving, caring, and gracious supporter. Prior to the 1960s, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King worked to free the Africans, so-called Africans, in America. The problem is with this is it made it worse. The only way to get back to where we come from and make that woman happy without a doubt is to get our homeland back. Okay? There's no other choice. You got all these organizations coming up with crazy ass solutions like the black Muslims talking about getting 4 states in the United States and making it total black, which will never happen. They said We'll donate $1 or $5 from everybody in the black community and around the United States to obtain this goal. It never happened. In my opinion, they pocket all the damn money. Okay? The Christians want to just live peacefully in America, which historically, if you don't know your history and you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. And even if you know your history, you're going to doom to repeat it over and over and over again. The only way the black woman is going to be happy ever, she will have black man have to take some kind of incentive, civilization, and learn from history to obtain their own country. This is the main reason that the Hebrews, and all the enslavement, every time they got out of slavery, they moved and got their own land, especially when they came out of Egypt. Okay, it's amazing how the Christian church and the Muslims don't follow this example. Okay, and it's as simple as that. The black woman and this nation is going insane being in America. They're like chickens with their head cut off, really, going each way until they cannibalize themselves. And that's what we're doing. We're cannibalizing ourselves. Okay? Marcus Garvey is the one leader that hit the nail on the head. You had a Jamaican coming to us and saying this. You never had no other race, no other person from another ethnic group, so supposedly another ethnic group, which he is the same ethnic group as us, because he's Hebrew, have the right answer. Who came genuine? Who came with truth? The only black solution in this country is not total removal, but a process of advancement through an exodus. An exodus to our original land.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Until that happens, the black woman, the black child, the black woman will get worse, the black child will get worse and worse, and to the point until it comes to the point where the government will have to deal with us. And they're already doing it. Chirac or Chicago. They'll start there. They don't see no other problems in other cities. Because in other cities, there's more murder per capita in other cities. This is what's going on with Trump right now. He is targeting the people of the young cats who are in gangs and so forth and so on, and soon that will overlap into regular black people and stereotypes because it's already happened. The only way to make that black woman happy and protect our kids and our children and shit like that is you have to get online. Until you see that, the shit in this country is going to just get worse. This is World War Prime. Signing off.